All right. Good. Evening, everybody. And how are we all doing? And a V-shaped smile to you too, old misfit. Thank you very much for the 48 months sub. It feels like it's been a little while since I've seen you around. A little bit, anyway. But I guess you've been busy and doing things. But anyway, welcome everybody to the 65th Sweet State. It is getting that time of year. I hope you like the new intro music. It's not traditional, but in MIDI form. So don't get DMCA'd. So what is the Sweet State, you ask? Or you don't ask, but I'm going to tell you anyway, because I always tell everyone, just in case. It's a monthly series where basically I just talk about the things that have happened, will happen, and are going to happen. And how everything is in the present moment. And so I cut away from this screen, which I really wish had a festive, snowy version, but unfortunately Kraja doesn't know what it is anymore, and I'm incapable of making my own. To me, wearing a festive hat, which I managed to dig out of the cupboard this afternoon alongside all the other Christmas decorations. There will be some tinsel on these tomorrow. But the tree's up. The Christmas things are around the desk. I can actually show you if you'd like. If you just give me a second. I'll show you that I'm indeed in festive mode right now. So you can see there we have some trees and a little Santa and a reindeer and a few more trees. And look, there you are. OBS, Streamlabs, Twitch chat, and the ceiling. So yeah. Oh yeah, and also Cherry. There's Cherry. Sweeping away. Let's leave them sweep. Let's leave them sweeping for now. They had a bit of a wild night last night. Apparently, hell has Christmas parties too. But anyway, hello, Serious Cacodemon. Keep an eye on Cherry so he doesn't get the idea to bump your mic off. See if you can spot Sweet's dragon thing he thought to put away. Joke's on you. I don't have one of those. Out the other one. Nice warm black currant at my side. And hello, Joken. How you doing? So yeah, it's time to talk about things. I know this is going to sound like a broken record, but this may be a short, sweet state. There isn't actually a massive amount to talk about necessarily this time around. Not like last month where I had to go over what had happened in Spooktober and what I was going to do, last month. A lot of things are kind of stable and steady at the moment. Including, unfortunately, my weight loss situation. So as always with these, I start by talking about the personal situation of myself. So basically at this point, I'm just on the countdown to Christmas and New Year's Eve, hence the festive hat and other things. Most of the stuff, though, I've already dealt with. I've already got the Christmas presents. I've already got the Christmas cards. And now it's just a case of getting through 3 more weeks of work and then having 2 weeks off so I can unwind and relax over the Christmas period. And it will actually be quite nice because I finished literally on the 22nd this year, the 22nd of December, or 3 days before Christmas. So it means when I go back to work in January, I got a whole week of January off. First full week of January off and go back on the 8th. So that's actually quite nice because Christmas is a really fun time and it's really cool and all. But the biggest problem is that after you get past New Year's Day, there's the down thing because there's no event to look forward to necessarily in January. Apart from you're going back to work, it's still fucking cold. The snow was nice and appropriate to be thematic while it was Christmas, but now it's January and I prefer it to fuck off and go away so I can drive in peace. And it's nope, you're going to be fucking cold for 2 months straight with nothing to look forward to necessarily. So it'd be nice to have an entire week where I could just relax instead of like, oh, it's New Year's Day and then 2 days later you're back at work. It's like, nah, you got a whole week. Take it easy, get ready, get brace in for the busy return period. So yeah, just preparing for that mostly. Um, so I mean, this year I'm not going to be going visiting my family's not coming down here. My sister, my nephew, and her fiance. They ain't coming down here this Christmas. They're going to. My sister's going to her fiance's parents instead, which is a bit different. So this year it's just going to be me and my mum here, celebrating the Christmas period, which will be nice and calm. It was nice to have them all the last year, but it was generally quite nice. You know, I do like seeing my nephew, of course, and my sister. And but it'd be nice to have a more calmer one this time around. You know, I don't mind that at all. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. And at work, obviously, there's things to do. I'm getting prepared to be a TA2 next year properly. I mean, I've got this term and the next term, and then after February half term, I will become a TA2. So I'll have more responsibilities, more stuff to do. I'll have to see how that impacts my work, how much more I have to get involved, what things I have to do. Again, as I said last time, I'm really hoping this doesn't interfere with much of my downtime. I'm going to make sure it doesn't, but it might mean I have to change a few things around because I might have to, like, stay behind at work a bit more often to get things done because I am not, under any circumstances, taking my work home and doing it there. I will happily stay at work an extra hour and then go home. It's like, you don't talk to me until tomorrow. I'm not one of those you're going to bug me about at 6 or 7, say, can you do this? No. I will start work earlier. I will finish work a bit later, but once I am done, you don't fucking contact me until the next day. I like my free time. And I like it to not be stained by having to do with work shit, you know. So I'm getting prepared for that slowly but surely. There's slowly upping the responsibilities I do in the class. And I have some experience of doing TA2 stuff from my previous work, but this is actual, proper, regulated, real shit. Not private sector, just keep them happy shenanigans, you know. But yeah, it should be fun. And I'll obviously have that long-term job security if I turn this temporary one into a permanent. And I'm set for a very long time after that. At least in that aspect. And then I can focus on other things, like where's the side money coming in? You know, that's where the poker comes in, maybe the streaming, maybe both. That's also to be decided. But 2024, I think for me, is going to be a year of change. Big changes. Not like, moving house a few years ago, that counts as a big change. But I mean other big changes. But I'll talk more about that next month. You know, I've got a lot of things I'd like to do next year. It's going to be a big year, I think. Honestly, I think I'm going to change quite a lot in 2024. I'm going to do things very differently. There's a lot of changes to come for this channel. I'll talk about that in a little bit. So yeah, and also New Year's, of course. I will just say now that I don't think there'll be a New Year's Eve stream this year. There was one last year, was there? Was there one last year? Please, someone jog my memory. I know I did Heretic 2 years ago, and I think last year I wasn't in for New Year's, if I recall. But yeah, I'm gonna have to actually look this up. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I'm pretty sure that I did not do a stream last New Year's, but I will just double check that just to make sure. I don't think I did though. Damn, I wonder how many Doom streams have I done this year so far? No, yeah, I didn't. Wait, did I? Oh, holy shit! I did do a New Year's Eve stream last year. Fuck, I played Sin. I fucking played Sin. Holy shit. Yeah, I played Sin, didn't I? It was an 8 hour, nearly a 9 hour special. I remember that was quite a journey to get that. But yeah, it was. It was a journey. And then I streamed for like nearly 9 hours playing Sin. That was a fun little stream, actually. So I think it must have been the year before that I didn't do a one, and then the year before that I was doing Heretic into the new year. Yeah, which Night Diver's still not gonna finish. Yeah, well, I enjoyed Sin. It was good. But yeah, I think I'm definitely doing something this New Year's Eve. So as far as I can tell at the moment, there will not be a New Year's Eve stream this time around, I'm afraid. Sorry. I will be celebrating it with a few people. If that changes, however, then I would probably do one. But I don't know. I'm also tempted to go out. Actually, I might go to one of the local pubs that I go to for the poker games. So I might do that. If my first plan doesn't happen, I might just go out just for a change. I might not. I might decide to want to stay in and stream. But I am planning to be doing something this time around that's not on here. So at this moment, no easy stream. Sorry. You get plenty of me afterwards. And yeah, and also other than that, I'm just hoping to get to 17 stone by Christmas. I have been a bit off track with that, unfortunately. I have to say, I've not been consistent. I haven't even weighed myself in a few weeks. I'm actually going to risk weighing myself tomorrow to try and figure out where the hell I'm at. Nice. What is it? Nice. I still think if I really knuckle down over the next 3 weeks, I can get to 17 stone. I just have to. And what will help is the fact that I can't go out for snack walks because it's so fucking cold and everything's frozen up. I'm actually kind of forced to stay inside. But that also means that it's a bit harder for me to go out on walks, which I don't like. I don't like winter. Winter sucks. Winter sucks. I can't go out and walk and have long little walks around places and listen to my music or some creepypasta or whatever. And driving is usually unpleasant and tedious, and it's just, yeah. It's alright if you're inside, nice and warm and cozy, but yeah, I've actually watched that. I watched that last night. The new Strife review. Very interesting. Nice video by Civi. What I mean by, yeah, I get you. A port for Sin. It's a source port for Sin with proper HUD scaling. Ooh, that would have been handy. Didn't stop me from enjoying Sin, though. So, Sin was great. I liked Sin. So, yeah, I'm hopefully going to have actually gotten down to 17 stone by Christmas or New Year's. I know it'll be a bit of a struggle since festive period usually involves a lot of indulging. But I'm going to try and get down to 17 stone and stay there. And then build upon that for next year where I will, really start knuckling down. Because I really do need to lose the weight. I am sick and tired of it. It's all about consistency for me. It's all it is. It certainly is, Nitro. Also, hi, by the way. I have received a gift from Pineapple. What is this? I have Steam open. I was going to... What is this? Christmas Horror. Santa is living for hundreds of years or taking away the souls of the bad children. This time you're the chosen, and it's up to you to finish off Santa forever or escape at your own. What is this? Thanks, Pineapple, but what is this game? Thanks? What the heck is that? Let me just take a look at that. I don't even know what it is. It sounds like it's some kind of... It's only 721 boobity boops. Because I can just swap it on and install it now. Add to that folder. What is this? Oh, it looks like it's pixels. How would you know? How would you know? You just gifted it to me. Okay. All right. Well, this is a game I was just gifted, so guess I'll take a look at it. Okay, so it's not pixel art, so it's... I could barely hear it. Okay. I'm guessing it's like a stealth game. Void Santa in a haunted house sort of deal. Oh god, holding the key like that. And you escape and get out. And oh, there's a pentagram. Oh, oh, this looks janktastic, actually. Wait a minute. You get a gun? And there's a sleigh. A Krampus type. Early December on Steam. By the way, the sound is turned up all the way and yet I cannot hear it. What the heck? It came out last year and has 2 years ago and has mixed reviews. So it's a short horror FPS game. Wow. No save system. You have only one chance to escape. Okay, well that's an interesting thing. Thanks very much for that. Oh, I'm getting Halloween treat tickets, but whatever. Alright, well that's a game I might take a look at then at some point. Thanks, Pineapple, for the Christmas gift. Oh, what's this? Nothing but the best AAA games for this game. Yeah, I don't have West on their hands since the 2-up remaster release. Oh, goodness me, I'm getting something else now. So I need to ping this one. Oh my goodness. You have a bigger priority this month, though, to read to a... Yeah, we're going to talk about... Hey, Depop. We're going to talk about that, Drauken. Pigsaw. Escape the nightmarish... Oh yeah, this is one on my wish list, wasn't it? That weird big one. Awesome. Thanks, World Misfit. I appreciate that. I'll add that to the long-term list. Maybe something I'll play next Spooktober or something. Thank you for that. Let me just update some things. Sorry, the gifting is happening, and it's not even the 25th yet. I appreciate it, though. Thank you very much for the gifts, Pineapple and Lord Misfit. Awesome stuff. Jeez, and that's... Oh my goodness, another... Oh wait, I can get rid of that one, because... Wait, that... Damn, you guys are bringing up some pretty good lists here on my gifted games list, honestly. If I showed this, I'd have enough games to last possibly about 2 years. Holy shit, so many games. Incredible. Alright, anyway, hi Depop. So yeah, thank you. I guess I will check out that Christmas horror at some point over the festive season, since it looks like it's a one-stream game. Not tonight though. Maybe something I'll pick another spot for it. I might actually play it tomorrow if the Iron Man's on out. Could do it then maybe. Actually no, I need to get on with Talos. Sorry. Anyway, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, it was my weight loss and then the gifts happened. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my personal situation. Other than that, work's going fine. And we're very busy with Christmas stuff for the next 3 weeks, but you know, that's the usual. And I got 2 weeks off, so awesome stuff. Right, now to talk about what I'm going to do on the channel for this month. Boy, did my plans go astray from my intention. Right now, I should have been telling you all I've probably finished Quake 2 Remastered. But unfortunately, or fortunately, a certain puzzle game came along and completely threw that out the window. And now I'm currently nearly halfway through Talos Principle 2, which has been incredibly fun and really interesting in terms of a continuation of the story from the first game. And I'm not halfway through it yet. I have been a little slacking on that front, I'll admit. There's 1 or 2 days where I could have added an extra stream here and there, but it has generally been quite an engrossing and fun game. I've really, really enjoyed it so far. So the first thing I'm going to do is obviously finish the Talos Principle 2. I don't want to sort of take a break and come back to it. I want to finish it because it's fun. The puzzles are cool. The story is great. Everything is fun. So I'll be trying to get through that as fast as possible to start this month. Then at some point, I mean, this time, well, next weekend on the 10th of December, is a little game called Sigil 2 is coming out. So Sigil 2 comes out on the 10th to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Doom 1's release. But there's also going to be a stream that day of Carmack and Romero talking about stuff, which I might watch. Might even stream that, maybe. However, there's also a poker event happening. Yeah, I'll also be the CAC Awards as well. And also it will be... I'm also thinking of going to a poker event that day, but I haven't decided yet. I'm debating whether I attend this poker event or whether I go and like watch the stream, read the CAC Awards, and make an occasion of the 10th anniversary. Shame it's on a Saturday. It had to go on a Sunday. If it was on a Saturday, it would be a no-brainer. But yeah, I will be. I'm not going to play Sigil 2 on the day it comes out. I'll be playing it the day after, on the 11th, because of that live stream and other things, I think. So I plan to play Sigil 2 on the 11th of December, the day after. I won't wait too long to play Sigil 2, and I definitely will play it as soon as possible. I'm not going to... It'll be in the middle of my Talos 2 playthrough to some extent. I don't think I'll have Talos 2 finished by then, but I don't care. Sigil 2 is going to be amazing, and it'll be fun to play through that. That said, just be warned, it's 100% likely you'll be hearing from people about my house again, since it's all but guaranteed to be in the CAC Awards. That's not a problem for me. I'm not liking the sounds of this. We don't need to worry, Drauken. I mean, as I said, after Talos 2 is done, I'm going to try and get as many streams done. I mean, to be honest with you, I would have actually done something else after this stream tonight, but the Ironmans aren't out yet. That's something I should probably mention. The Ironmans aren't actually up yet. Neither of them are. Apparently, Pegleg is going to upload the Iron Eagle in the next 24 hours. But I think it's... there's a possibility. I might do it for a little bit. I might not. It depends. I'm keeping my options open as to what I do after the sweet state at the moment. I might just do the sweet state and then go out. There is a football game I might want to watch. But anyway... Yeah, so the plan's going to be, neither Iron Man's out. I think the Iron Man League is waiting for a guest host, according to NASA. So I don't know what's happening with that. I know I said in the past that I was happy to do an Iron Man month, but I'm really busy and I can't, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd have had it already done and uploaded on the first. I don't mess around. Yeah, I can happily go out. I don't go very far. Necessarily. I'm happy to go out for a little walk, to have a few drinks and watch a football match. I'm happy to do that. But yeah. So I don't know what's happening with the Ironmans at the moment. It seems like the Iron Eagle's going to come out, but the Iron Man League is, I don't know, in limbo at the moment. So I'm hoping then that tomorrow the Iron Man streams will be had. Otherwise, I'm not sure. I might have to wait until later in the month, perhaps, to play the Iron Mans. But there will be a stream tomorrow. I'll either do the Iron Mans. I mean, I was originally going to plan to do the Iron Mans after this sweet state, and then I'd get them all done in one sitting, you know. But I guess I'll have to wait until tomorrow at the minimum. So I'll either play the Iron Mans tomorrow, or I'll do more Talos 2. Because I'll have 3 chances to stream Talos 2 before the poker night. And then because we're not doing the co-op next Friday, I've got next Friday and Saturday. So in theory, I have 5 chances to get to about the 3/4 mark in Talos 2, I think. If I'm doing an area per stream, which I have been doing at the moment, and I'm on area 6 of 12 plus an end, then I could get up to like area 10 or something, and then Sigil happens, and then I'll finish Talos 2 the week after, later in that same week, and then good to go for what's going to happen after Talos 2, which will be Saints Row 4. And the reason that, again, that Saints Row 4 is only being played now is because Drauken wanted me to play the DLC that is festive themed. So the plan basically for this month then is finish Talos Principle 2. In between that, play Sigil 2 for a stream. And then straight on to Saints Row 4, the DLC or whatever comes that I've got. And then play Get Out of Hell. And then hopefully by the end of the month, I will have finished the Saints Row series. I'll be on the way to doing that. So that I can start January with only 2 games left on my other list, which will be Wraith and Maximum Action, of which Wraith is coming out in February, and Maximum Action I'll be making a decision on as to whether or not it's going to be ever fully released or not. But that's a decision for decided next month and the month after. So yeah, it's currently the plan. And as regards to the Quake 2 remastered, I'm currently intending to play Quake 2 in January, because there's going to be a bit of a lull period in January when I'll finish Saints Row 4. I'm waiting for Wrath. Maximum Action isn't fully released. So what I might do in January is I will play Quake 2 remastered, because I want to play that. I'd be keen to play that, of course, and get on with that. To have some downtime. So the current plan for that will be January will be kind of a sort of a filler month where I'm waiting for Wrath to come out, and so I play some other stuff, like Quake 2 remastered and whatever else comes to mind at the time. And then Wrath comes out, I play that, and then after that, I decide whether I want. I mean, Maximum Action is supposedly. I think you've said, Nitro, that Maximum Action has announced a release date at some point, or might have done last time we talked about this. So maybe by then they might announce a date, or if not, then I might just play the early access version I have and just do that, so just to get it done, kind of thing. And then I'm completely free of the list, and then the channel future has to be decided, which will be a big decision for next year. Well, we are very, very close to 1 point soon, so soon. Okay, great. Well, can that be in the next 2 months? That'll be lovely. Or March, or whatever. I'm not waiting another fucking year. I'm actually going to play Wrath, and if it's not finished, I'll play what's available, unless they announce a release date that's very close. This list has been burning in my sides for far too long. So that's the current plan for this month and going into the next one. Talos 2, Sigil 2, Saints Row 4, Get Out of Hell. That's the whole month. That's the whole month, basically. Not a lot of Doom, I know, but Sigil 2 will be a great occasion. And who knows, maybe lightning will strike twice, and maybe on the very, 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 very thin chance, maybe John Romero shows up again. But I doubt it. I doubt it's going to happen a second time. As I said before, that was a one-off. I got lucky, and I'm happy with that. So, that's my streaming plan for December. It's going to be quite busy. And sort of, and what I sort of accidentally segue into as a little brief point is, I don't know why I even said this. You kind of already know I'm going to be starting to plan the future of the channel next year. You all know that if you're a regular watcher. You know I'm going to be deciding what to do with the channel going forward, mostly. Then I can tell Ramiro that Quake got much better when his book got fired. But you can tell him that if you want. You do you. But I'm just saying, don't expect him to show up. I mean, it was a bit of a nice surprise when he showed up for Sigil. You know, I was not, you know, it was one of my streaming highlights ever, that, you know. But I doubt it will happen twice. There's far more Doom streamers around these days, and those with, you know, there's a lot more choice than there was back then in 2019. But anyway, I'm not expecting it. I'm just saying it's a thing that happened last time. On a very slim chance it could happen. Maybe be a little prepared with a question or two for him. I know I have got a question or two for him if he does show up, but I'm not expecting that to happen. But who knows? Anyway, but the channel future is going to be decided next year. That is the big decision I need to make. Once this other game list is done, my channel is basically completely free to do whatever the hell I want. And what I need to decide is what I'm going to do going forward. You know, I haven't really decided that yet, but there will be a lot of careful consultation about this because I don't know what I want, but I certainly could say that whatever I want to do going forward, I want to kind of gauge what people like about the stream, what people want to see more of, what works well, what doesn't, kind of thing, and try to sort of strike a nice balance between what I really want to do and what a few people will come and watch, you know. And mainly just what I want to do, which for me, in part, is just no more Dead by Daylight. Well, it's not off the table. I might just play off stream. That is entirely a possibility, Depop. I mean, to be honest with you, I will talk a bit more about this in the DVD segment a little later, but essentially, I am actually starting to run out of things to do in that game in terms of like excuses for streams other than chill streams. I've got 5 achievements left. I'm currently caught up to the tome, which doesn't really count. No, I'm not playing that. No, thanks. You'd have to gift it me. And even then, I probably wouldn't play it that much. Wish I had only 5 left in Final Fantasy 14. The thing is, though, a few people do like the DVD streams, Depot. I do like DBD. I'm just saying that, I'm running out of things to, apart from events and new expansions, there's no more Killer Adepts or Survivor Adepts. The achievements, there's only 5 left. I'll probably be streaming those, but it could be that next year I've got all the achievements, I'm catched up on the tome, and the only reason I play DBD is for the occasional update. It might end up becoming Killing Floor 2 tier. So who knows? But yeah, I will definitely be ramping up my plans to decide the future of the channel next year as the final. By then, hopefully, there'll only be 2 games left on my list, and that's Wrath of Maximum. What I can sort of generally say at the moment as a very vague outline of the plans. Just looked it up. I have. Oh wow, you got a lot to do then, Depop. Good luck. Excuse me. What I can sort of generally say is, now keep in mind what I'm about to say is a rough idea. There's nothing definitively confirmed. Have I mentioned this? No, I haven't. I don't think I have. I think I've only mentioned this to Drauken before. I'm going to mention it now. So, generally speaking, I have sort of, at the moment, not finally confirmed, subject to change, I have 4 paths I might choose to follow for the future of this channel after everything is for the future. Okay, I have 4 ideas at the moment. Okay, the first idea is I become I just stream whatever the hell I want. Basically, I do variety. I do whatever I feel like. I play a bit of Doom. I play a bit of other games. I do a bit of DBD. I do a bit of poker. Kind of how I've been doing for a few months now to some extent, but really just like with a bit more structure to it so that like the variety is a bit more spread. Maybe there's a schedule where I play certain games on certain days, but generally just play whatever the hell I want. If I want to play this game, I just play it. If I want to check out this Doom mod, I play it. If I want to not play this game, I don't. I don't have to. I just do what I feel like. Whatever direction I want to explore and dive into, I just play it regardless of outcome. And just have a small, dedicated audience that hopefully will come along for some portion of the time. That's option 1. The second option is I kind of go back to the roots of this channel. And I become a Doom streamer again. Specifically, in a sense. Maybe playing the odd FPS game here and there, especially if it's one of the Hellforge Studios type games or the other FPS games. Maybe occasionally delving into other FPS stuff, yada yada yada, and the odd other game outside of that. But for the most part, basically just going back and, yeah, becoming a retro FPS streamer, but really focusing on the Doom stuff again. Going back to playing the Doom ones I want to play, doing more playtesting sessions. What I used to do, really, for several years before, where I really did just play Doom a lot. Which is, to be fair, how I built up most of my audience. Most of people who have watched and stuck around the channel have been Doom mappers, Doom creators, and Doom fans, which is fine. I do enjoy playing the Doom stuff, of course. I know that previously my problem was that all I did and I got a bit burnt out, but I could play other games as occasional stopgaps or other FPS games or whatever. But that's the second option. Go back and just really get aggressively back into the Doom community, become a regular playtester, become a regular player of new Doom worlds, like all the other Doom streamers do, like STX Vile or whatever. Do that again. What I'm probably most known for. So that's option 2. The third option is... Oh, let's see what they're saying here. Doom community fell out of my favour for multiple reasons. Fair enough. So option 3... I have in mind for the future is to become more of a poker streamer, a poker thing. And that option would involve me doing like a fair amount more poker streams, and this would require me to really dedicate a lot of time to the poker side of things. This is me moving away from streaming games quite a bit and moving more into playing more poker things, doing more online poker, doing more live poker. I do want to invest a bit more time to poker because it's a fun little thing. I do want to go to casinos and try to win the occasional 4-figure score or whatnot and have fun with it. And this would require me to basically start streaming a lot more poker stuff. Maybe play the occasional other game, but the main goal will be to sort of transition, become a poker streamer, really focus on that, and see where it takes me. Probably not the most popular choice, but if it's something I really want to do at the time, why not? I do enjoy poker and I want to get better at it. I want to get better to the point where I can start making a little bit of money on the side of it. Right? That's the goal. That's option 3. The fourth option, I don't think anyone's going to like. And I'm certainly not going to go for it right now, but I'm not ruling it out as an option either. Because things might change. Things can change very quickly. The fourth option is I completely stop streaming and I close the channel down. Like, completely dead stop streaming right there, right now. That's the fourth option. I just decide I've had enough. I don't want to stream any more games. I'm just going to watch games and play them and do whatever I want by myself with no streaming. I mean, I'll still hang around like the Hellforge Discord and other Discords, and I'll pop into Twitch chats. I won't stop watching the games, but I'll be more of a person that plays them rather than just streams them instead. And I do other things with my time. And that's option 4. And I think that'll be the most drastic option, the one I'm least likely to go down. Because for me, to do that, I'd have to be committed to doing something else that is significantly more important and more time-consuming than something I genuinely enjoy, which is streaming. I've been doing it since 2009. I love it. I have no reason at the moment to stop doing it. But I'm not ruling out the possibility that I might change my mind. I might decide, you know what? I've had enough. I'm done streaming. I've done it for years. I've had my highs in the Dope Wizz community with the 200 viewers plus I used to get every fucking day for about 6 or 8 months or whatever it was. For months and maybe best part of 2 or 3 years. I've had my highs here. You certainly have, Drelkin. You certainly have. It's been a long ride, hasn't it? I've had my highs here with like getting to 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers, to the Miro visit, all the cool people I've gotten to know over the years, And I might just decide, that's it. I'm throwing in the towel. I'll stick around, but I'm going to watch people from now on. I'm going to play games. Maybe I'll get back into Final Fantasy 14, or maybe I'll play poker, but do it offline. Or maybe I'll play single-player games, do it offline or something. That's option 4. I want to be clear, option 4 is the least likely, by the way, of my considerations. I won't stream. No, I won't stream Final Fantasy 14. I would most likely just play it and just watch people streaming in the background, and that's all I would do. I'd go back to. Oh, I don't know what I'd do. If I was to completely quit streaming, I don't know what I would do. It would have to be if something came along that I decided to invest all my time in instead. Maybe poker. Perhaps I'd just do option 3 but don't stream anything. I'd just play poker. I'd play online poker night after night. I'd go to casinos more often, play more cash games, do that. See what happens. It depends on where I want to take my life going forward. I would say with a fair amount of confidence at this moment in time, but I am more likely to plumb for options 1 or 2 of those that I've come up with at the moment. I'm more likely to deliberate on whether I want to remain a variety streamer that does all kinds of things, or whether I want to specialize and go back to the Doom stuff, go back to the Doom things, become that regular playtester, become that regular Doom player, FPS retro person, and just do that, because I do like retro FPS games, so it'd be great for me. But I also do like doing the other games occasionally, the RPGs here or there. I want to get into all kinds of things. So those are the 4 options at the moment that I'd be deliberating. I will be putting a lot more thought into this next year when I actually have to make the decision. Right now, I just want to get through the Christmas period. I'm just focusing on trying to get the list complete. I'm even thinking as a possibility that when I complete the lists, that I take a break for a month. That's an idea I have flirted with. The idea that for an entire month I don't stream and just take a month off and then come back to it and see how I feel after that. Take a break from it maybe, because I have very rarely taken more than a few days off from streaming. I've had, maybe I don't stream for a couple of days because I'm busy with other things, but I very rarely decide I'm going to take 2 weeks off and not stream anything. So that is something I'm considering doing when the lists are over. Maybe just say, for this month, I'm not streaming. I'm taking a break. I'll come back with a decision. Or whatever. But, again, more stuff I'll be thinking about for next year. So yeah, those are my 4 options. Any thoughts in the chat on those at the moment? Bearing in mind that these are subject to change. But those are the 4 ideas in my head at the moment. There will be no rush to make a decision, that is for sure. I'm not just going to come out one day and say, right, I'm going to a poker streamer, fuck you all. Unfollow if you don't like poker. I'm going to become the next Daniel Negreanu or something. And I guess speaking of poker, it makes a nice segue into... For me, variety is life. It's life. Okay, so you'd be more in favor of the variety sort of thing. I'd like to point out that if I was to become a variety streamer, I think I'd have a bit more of a schedule to it. I think. I don't really know if I can just keep doing a thing where I play a game and just strictly play that. I might have something like a bit more of a thing where maybe I spend 2 days... If I say regularly stream for 4 days a week... Maybe 2 days I play the other game, maybe 2 days I play the Doom thing and go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Something like that. Or, I don't know. Put a bit more of a structure in place for doing that. Or just not. Or just do whatever. I might just say, fuck it. If I want to spend 20 streams playing an RPG, I'll do it. It's what I want to do. I don't care. But I'll just agree to play all kinds of stuff. I'll agree okay, so now I've played an RPG, I'll play some Doom stuff, and then we'll go back and forth, whatever. All to be decided next year. That's why it's going to be very important next year. Next year is going to be the year of the change for the channel. And there might be some other changes as well. Apart from the fact I'm going to hopefully lose a ton of weight and become more financially stable, learn how to cook properly, consistently. Can we do a lot of cooking over the festive period? Might even help out with a Christmas dinner, which would be nice. So yeah. And speaking of poker, my regional poker final last Sunday sucked. I know there was a fair amount of build up to that last month when I talked about the regional final and how I'd do and maybe I could, get to a final table. And unfortunately, it was my worst performance in a regional yet, where I was out within about an hour. I made one bad decision early on, in a blind-on-blind situation, to call a person's all-in. To be fair, in the previous hand, they had shown they were willing to do that with a flush draw. It misled me a bit. I didn't read the situation correctly. I counted more for the previous hand than the current, where I didn't think it's blind on blind. He's probably hit a bear 2-pair. I could have folded. And I would have done if the previous hand hadn't been around. I probably would have just folded, figured out, okay, he's raised me on the turn. He's got to have it. You know, that was a mistake on my part to not recognize that I could be beat there. And then after that, I tried to build up my stack, and then I ran pocket tens into ace jack. He hits trip jacks. What can I do? You know, I'd clawed back and tried to build up my stack again, and I just didn't get the chance. So yeah, not a great performance, really. I didn't really get much going, and I made one mistake that cost me. And I could have played that better. So it sucked. And now I'm trying to get back into the next one. Currently not doing too bad in one place for that, but the other place it's looking very unlikely I'll get anything more than a playoff spot. I am also planning to do a casino visit over the festive period. I don't know where. I might go to Bolton again and see how that goes. I hopefully do a bit better than last time, where I spent 2.5 hours being card dead, and the one hand I did play, I lost and was out because someone tanked with a shittier jack and they hit the fucking card, which is not fun. But yeah, hoping to doing a little better than that in the next visit. You know, I've got to start getting used to playing casino level poker if I want to actually seriously start making like the occasional $1,000 plus cash out for it, which is what I'm aiming to do. You know, I'm aiming to become a poker player, but you know, I don't want to be like the fucking world class professional or any shit like that. Far too old and not committed enough. But I want to be good enough to the point where I can go into a tournament, maybe cash out on like a 40, 50 pound game, and maybe bring home like 500 pounds, 600 pounds, 700 pounds, $1,000. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be a good, you know, essentially nearly in some cases maybe doubling my monthly wage in one session. That'd be nice, you know. And I do enjoy poker, and it'd be nice to take some wins, some good wins, and actually earn some money. You know, and then I can use that to, you know, do things. Get that house of mine that I want to get by the end of the decade a little quicker, you know. So that's the plan for the poker. I'm going to do a casino visit over Christmas at some point, and regional final qualification for the next season, which will be at some point next year, probably around February, I think. I would guess would be the next one. I'm working on it. So we'll see how it goes. And that's that for the poker segment. And now moving on to a segment that Depop is probably not too keen on, but you all know what's coming, I think. Looks like this will be a short sweet state after all. Oh, Ward Misfit's not looking forward to this either. Maybe a few more of you aren't. I know not all of you are fans of this game. Sorry, but I'm still enjoying it. In part, anyway. The half that's actually fun, more consistently. Maybe one day I'll get around to your beloved Dragon Quest series. Sometimes I want to play one of those. They look fun. But yeah, it's DVD time. I mean, are the 3 people watching DVD not telling you something? Well, to be fair, Depop, it could also arguably be the 3 people who watch me play Talos Principle 2, or the 3 people who watch me play Saints Row series, or the 3 people who watch me play anything except Doom on this channel. The remake of Super Mario RPG. I need a Switch first. Yeah, I need a Switch. I know Drow would love to get me a Switch, so I can play some shit with him, but, yeah. Alright, so, if we're talking about pure numbers, Depop, the only thing that gets numbers on this channel is Doom streams. Has been the case for a while. Bye, Sadako. Hello, new killer. The good guy. The one that is very popular at the moment, and maybe might be considered the next Wesker in terms of popularity and debate over his powers. I certainly can sort of see why. He is very fun to play. I've absolutely loved this. I mean, not since... I mean, so what do I think of Chucky? He is a fun killer. I think his power seems relatively balanced from what I've played. His perks are an interesting combination. I've already seen some killers run stuff with one of his Hex already, with Enduring and Spirit Fury. Friends Till the End seems like it could be pretty strong in some cases. Batteries Included seems meh at the moment. But as a killer, he is fun. He is genuinely fun to play, and I absolutely love the third-person perspective. They've really done a great job with this. They've brought the original voice, Brad Dourif, as the voice of Chucky. His voice lines are good. The feel of the character is very entertaining. I think he's a fantastic killer. You know, considering, like, since Wesker, which is, like, the best balanced killer in the whole game, they've come out with a shit 3-gen killer, and really, Abomination of a killer that still sucks ass, and it's anything to do with rework is still a pain in the ass to play against. A fucking Abomination that is supposedly good because complex equals good XD. Oh, I have to do micromanagement, but all I have to do really, but all I am essentially is just the Hag. I'm just the Hag, but with less brain cells required. Because I can just plonk my cameras and then sit in a corner and teleport. Oh, I'm so fun to play. Ooh, it's so fun. You're just a skull merchant, but with cameras, mate. You shit. I don't like playing against this killer. I don't like playing as this killer, really. He's just meh. Alien, which was decent. Not so much to play against because the tail attack's a bit annoying, but he's not an okay killer. At least it was a step in the right direction. But Chucky by far is very entertaining. I've been playing quite a few games as him. He's fun. I like the voice lines. I like the feel of the killer. It's a real goofy doll. What's not to like? Like, considering, like, all the killers are, like, big, beefy things, or, you know, a little doll running around is a nice change. And I think it also opens the door up for other killers to come in that are also small. And the fact that it's a tight third person actually kind of works. This could open the way for other more interesting things in the future. Who knows what's to come. So I genuinely enjoyed it. I've enjoyed this. And also it's got an awesome cosmetic, which I don't know if I want to get. It's basically, do I want to play Chucky but with Jennifer Tilly voice lines? Not at the moment, but it's kind of cool as well. I don't really care about that. I'm not like a big Child's Play fan at all, really. I only watched the first 2 films and one of the modern ones that came out about 2017, I think. The Curse of Chucky, I think it was The Curse of Chucky. I think I watched that. But they've got the attitude of Chucky down pretty well. You know, the vulgarity of him. They've nailed it. 10 out of 10. This is an excellent killer to play as, and he's kind of fun to play against as well. You know, I think his power is decently strong, but it's not OP. There are ways to work around it a bit, once you figure out how it works anyway. So, yeah, I've definitely enjoyed the Chucky DLC. It's been really good. Definitely better compared to the Survivor only one, which was Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage for me was very unimpressive. This was half the price of that, and it was way better. Way better. So it's been fun stuff. Wait, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. Sweet, fuck DVD, play more Tales Possible 2, get to... Yeah, I'm gonna work on that. That's the plan, pretty much. Now, there is an upcoming Bone Chill event, you know, the winter event for the game. I think that's coming out in 2 weeks' time, though. The one with the snowmen. There's been no trailer or anything about that at the moment. They've announced the roadmaps and stuff. They've got plans for next year. But I hope the Bone Chill event will be fun. I might do a stream of that, if it's any good. Obviously, it'll be a one-time stream where I cover the Bone Chill event. So that'll be fun. I'm kind of curious to see what they do with the snowman this time around. I mean, I missed the previous one when I started playing in. The previous but one. I did last year's Bone Chill. It was really fun. It was really fun with the. It was really fun with the snowmen high-fiving each other and stuff. I thought it was pretty cool. It added a lot to the game. I wonder if they'll do something like have NPC snowmen laying around that move around a bit, and maybe you can hide the snowman and pretend to be one of them. So you have like snowmen that move around, and then you have players pretending to be NPCs, snowmen moving around, to add some confusion for the killer side. So that'd be interesting then, because like, you could kill the snowmen that are NPCs and you get some points as well. Or not, or something. Or maybe a debuff if you hit the wrong snowman. I don't know. They could do something with that. The whole deception of having actual snowmen or players hiding in snowmen. I think that could be fun. But other than that, I don't know what they'll do. I mean, Haunted by Daylight was a pretty interesting event with the void area and the buff system. I wonder if they'll do something like that, but for Bone Chill. Who knows? Otherwise, I did actually achieve my target of Iridescent 1 on Survivor last month. I actually completed it finally. It was a fucking grind near towards the end, but I got there with a few days to spare. So in terms of like all the achievements and stuff, I only have 5. I've got all the Chucky ones. I got all the Chucky ones on the day that it came out. I managed to sort of grind them a bit. So I only have 5 achievements left to get, and I'm thinking of doing some streams for these in the future. Not this month, I've got too much to do, but maybe next month I might do some achievement streams so I try and get these. I have a feeling I'm going to get one of these two over the festive period just by playing the maps. I need to escape Shelter Woods by completing a gen in the middle. That's the one, that's the Dual Merchants map with the little tent area. I got to repair that and get out. I got to escape RPD by opening a gate and leaving. I only need one more time for that. I'll probably get that casually. And then the killer ones will be much more difficult. I have to... Pardon me. I have to down 18 more survivors from 24 meters plus away with the Hunters. I have to kill everyone with Tombstone Myers for this one, which is the hardest achievement in the whole game to get. And I have to play Matchbox Nurse and grab them after 3 blinks. That'll also be quite difficult. Might require a bit of setup. I might get lucky and maybe get some very cooperative survivors that might allow me to do that one. But other than that, it'll be tough. So I'm planning in the future, not this month, but next month, to do a stream where I try and complete these achievements. Other than that, I am actually right now on the very current tome for the first time. This is the current tome, 17. I have nothing else left after this. After I complete this, all these little challenges, I have done everything for the archives. The archives, all the previous tomes, all 16 previous ones are fully done. I've already done the Rift for this year. Sorry, this season. 32 days left. Did that one. Helped with a lot of challenges in this give, like Rift points. So I'm getting to that point now in DBD where I'm actually starting to run out of things to do other than just grind like prestige levels, which I'm not that bothered about, honestly. I'm not playing the game. This is just the DBD segment. I'm not intending on playing the game afterwards for the time being. Oh yeah, they also added player profiles, but they haven't added any fucking things to them unless you buy a Chucky pack at the moment. Yeah, it's a new system, so I don't really care because I've got the survivor grades. I'm not bothered. So I mean, I've nearly even got all the bloody cosmetics for all the characters. I've only got 5 survivors left to get, and I'm currently getting Chucky's to P6 for his bloody cosmetics, and I'm done. That's it. Then I have nothing left to really go for unless I really care about the charms or a P100. I'll be getting to that point in the game where if all the achievements are done and all the tomes are done and I'm waiting for the next tome, where I just wait for updates to come before I play. I mean, maybe next year I might not play DBD every day. I might just like say, okay, you know what? I'll come back in 2 weeks when there's something new to do. Or I might keep playing it. I don't know. I'll have to cross that bridge when I get there. But I am getting that point. I mean, at the start of this year, I've had loads of tomes to do. Lots of achievements, tomes, and now I'm just getting through it all. You know, I'm almost at the end of the journey. A journey which will have new entries. New tomes will come, new kills will come, maybe a new achievement for maps and stuff. But I'm getting close to that point where I am beginning to just finish the game as much as I can, and maybe next year I don't play as much of the game. This happened with Killing Floor 2 as well, to be fair. Once I got all the progress stuff done with all the prestiges, all the classes, I only play Killing Floor 2 now when updates come along. Partly because the game is fucking big and... But I didn't have the really desire to just play every day. Will that happen in DBD? Will I only come back for updates for a day or two and then go back and... We'll see. It's a possibility. You might see West DVD next year. You might see about the level of saying. It depends what I decide to do. There's certainly plenty of stuff that keeps coming out, so it's not like I'll be short on stuff to do in the long run. Should I want to stick it through, of course. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the Chucky expansion. Really good stuff. For sure. So, yeah. That's that. And that's the DVD segment. Alright, and with that in mind, that's all the content I wanted to talk about in the Sweet State. And so, it is that time again where I throw the floor open to audience questions. You can ask me anything about what I've said in the Sweet State, anything you want to ask at all. Now's your chance to ask it. So again, I'll just go over briefly what I've covered in the last hour. I'm getting ready for Christmas and New Year's Eve. I'm not going to be streaming on New Year's Eve like I did last year with Sin because I'm currently going to be out. I'm hoping to lose weight, 17 stone by Christmas. My plans for the month are to keep playing Talos 2 until it's done, play Sigil 2 the day after it comes out, and then play Saints Row 4 and Get Out of Hell after that for the rest of the period. I'm waiting on the Iron Mans to come out. Hopefully they'll be out tomorrow. If they are, great. I'll do them tomorrow. If not, I'll play Talos 2. I'm going to start playing my channel Future next year. I've shown you the 4 options. Regional Poker Final sucked. I'm planning to do a casino trip over the festive period. DBD, Bone Chill, Chucky DLC good, Eerie One Survivor done. Okay. Any plans to do Doom Christmas maps? No. I'm not doing any more Doom mapping. I've made Firebox. I tried to do another map, and the process of mapping genuinely, for some reason, frustrates the crap out of me. I infinitely prefer to play Doom maps, not make them. Oh, play Doom Christmas maps? No, there's no plans for that this year. I want to get. My plan is essentially just to play Saints Row 4 as soon as possible and focus around that. Because I do want to get for the other game list. I might play Christmas. I will try to fit in Christmas Horror that Pineapple gifted me at some point. So it looks like it's a one-stream game. There might be an opportunity to play it. I might play it tomorrow if the Iron Man done. I might just do that instead. Maybe. See how I feel. But no plans on playing any Doom Christmas maps. No. I really want to focus on getting the Saints Row 4 started as soon as possible because there's that festive DLC. Drauken's very keen on that. What do I think about the English group for the Euro since the groups have been decided today? I'm disappointed. I was getting excited. I watched them after the second. I got excited because I started what I didn't even realize they were happening today. I caught them on BBC when the second pot was being drawn, and I was like, okay, give England the toughest possible group. And Denmark got drawn, and I was like, yes, good start. And then in pot 3, I saw, like, fucking Croatia, Dutch, Scotland. And I thought, okay, give England one of those 3, preferably the Dutch. And then they got fucking Serbia, was it? They didn't get any of those 3. So I'm disappointed. I wanted England to be in a really tough group for once, so they actually had to fight the way out instead of being given, like, the easy run around as usual. But unfortunately, they got Denmark and 2 other countries. So they'll probably qualify in first place and Then fuck up against someone big as usual. Oh, what race are you playing? So England will probably get out of their group. Group B looks interesting though. That's going to be the group of death for the Euros. Group B with fucking Spain, Italy, and Croatia in the same group. That'll be fun. Just one question. What will you pick of ongoing off stream? What? You mean what will I pick after the sweets date? What do you mean? Did you have to think it? What are you talking about? I don't follow you. Are you talking about what I'm doing for the channel future? Oh, okay. I haven't decided yet, Aojan. What I outlined was my 4 options at this moment in time. I haven't decided at all what I'm going to do yet. That is a decision for next year. That is something I'll be deciding after my other games are complete. After Saints Row 4, Get Out of Hell, Wrath, and Maximum Action are all done, and I have no list left to do, and I can completely do whatever I want with this channel, that's when I'll make the choice. Which will be quite timely, because being that I'm going to be a TA2 next year, and I may have to change some timing schedules or whatever, depending on how much time I have to spend on the fucking thing. You know, it'll be a good time to actually focus, but there's no choice at the moment. Those are just the 4 options I have in my mind at the moment. There may be more options. I might try something else. I might decide earlier. I might not decide. But whatever I decide to do, I will be... I don't become a soul streamer, no. You're not a fan of Saints Row, but you like variety and think it's fresh for channels. Has there ever been a game you've played you wished I streamed? Well, that's an interesting question. A game I've played but never streamed. That's a tough one, Nitro, because I haven't really played a lot of games. I mean, in the past I used to play a few games off stream. Well, before I was a streamer, I had a few. But ever since I became a streamer, the only kind of games I've ever sort of played offline, apart from Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, which was a choice I made a few years ago, was to force myself to play something off stream. And I did like Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 for the time. They were alright. It's been like MMOs or Littlewood that Pineapple gifted me about 2 years ago. I played that. That was an okay game, but I don't think I'd want to stream that. A game I played that I wish I'd streamed, though. I would have said Final Fantasy 14, but I actually did do some filler streams of that at the time. I do remember that. No, I can't think of anything. Because the thing is, Nitro, is that ever since 2009, if I play a game, I stream it. I have very, very rarely played a game off stream. I've sort of like, unless it's a multiplayer type affair, like playing some Left 4 Dead or CSGO in the past, and even that was streamed a few times, or BF3 or PlanetSide 2, which I also streamed a bit of, or did YouTube videos on or whatever. Man, PlanetSide 2 was a fun game. It's still around, but it's a lot different, and I don't think I'll go back to it. Maybe I could have streamed SCP Secret Lab when I used to play that about 2 years ago or something like that. But no, I can't. I don't think there was anything I've ever played offline that I wish I'd streamed. So that's my answer. You love Doom, old FPS stuff, and poker. Okay. Yeah, well, again, this is more of a consultation I'll take next year, Ailjan. When it gets nearer the time, like, let's say February, and after I've assessed how January goes, I'll start planning out what I want to do. And part of it will be talking to some of the regulars that come and watch me stream, like you guys and girls. You know, I am going to be asking some of you for what you think. I have plans for that. And then John becomes a VTuber and plays Genshin. Nah, I have no interest in Genshin Impact. I'm not gonna become a like VTuber, like a Kato, like Kiri. I don't think I'd ever. But I would be interested to see what a VTuber avatar of me would look like and what the hell I'd be. I'd probably end up being a Revenant. I do have Iron Fury Aftershock, that is true. Drauken gifted me that, and I will get around to that at some point. There's like so many games that have been gifted that I will get around to a good chunk of them at some point, you know. Yeah, I'd probably end up being a Revenant or something, you know. I'll be like, it'd have to be a Revenant or some Doom-related thing. Wasn't Shakar? What, Shakar is a... No, the Iron Fury was gifted by Drauken. Shakar gifted me Metal Hellsinger and Project Absentia, which is also one of the games she is doing work with. So, yeah, I have a list of gifted games on my current list from everyone who has ever gifted me other games. If you'd like, I could go through that entire list for you now. Oh, Cherry becomes a VTuber. Let's see if Cherry's awake. Cherry? Cherry, are you awake? Hello? Cherry? Wake up! Oh shit, I don't think Cherry's awake. I mean, I told you earlier that Cherry went to a Christmas-themed party for hell. Whatever that involves. Alright, Cherry. What do you gotta say? Oh dear, Cherry. Oh dearie, dearie, dear. What are we gonna do with you, Cherry? Someone just spent 2,500 points and you're fucking asleep. Well, I'm sorry, Lord Misfit, but Cherry is asleep. There. Alright, well, we'll hug Cherry. We'll give him a good night hug. They've been sleeping for about 3 hours, so, you know. You have to play Egg Wife. Oh, yes, Egg Wife. There's only Egg Wife and Wife. Yeah. I gift the best shit unless it's intentionally a troll. You know, Egg Wife. Yeah, I don't think I could even hibernate. It's more a case that this was a Christmas party. We all get those. We got work parties. I don't. I'm not going to mine. I'm skipping it because I'm not interested. Do you want to go for the list of all the gifted games? No, I don't think anyone asked for that, did they? Let's just close that list down. But I do have a list if you're ever curious. It's not... And just to be clear, on this list, it's not a list that I'm going to strictly stick to. There might be games on there I might play offline or never get around to. But they're there. I'm keeping a track of them so I can appropriately credit people if I get around to playing them. And I will get around to them because a lot of them are really games I'm interested in. So a good chance that most of them will get played at some point. But there's no strict requirement that I do. Any plans to do Doom co-op with the community? Maybe. I could, I mean, there was the whole thing with Odamex, the little browser thing that I did some stuff with. I know people have asked me to do this in the past, and I have said I'd be interested in doing some co-op stuff or some deathmatch stuff or whatever, maybe. But again, you know, I haven't really been doing a lot of Doom things lately, apart from Iron Man's. I mean, a lot of months this year I've probably just done Iron Man's and then left it. I mean, Sigil 2's coming out, so I'll be playing that, of course. Why not? But, you know, I've been kind of really out of sync with the Doom world community, at least for a little bit, you know. I know currently there was Godless Night that everyone was playing, but I'm really out of sync with it. And that's something I might want to get back in sync, because I know there's things I used to like playing all the new releases, some of the new Doom World releases that were coming out and playing them, so I don't want to do a freshest, but there may be plans in the future, Nitro. There may be plans in the future. I'm not exactly the best. I mean, it might most likely be that the idea of these co-op will be like deathmatch sessions with like Hellforce, because they do like regular deathmatch stuffs and co-op stuff. So it might just be I stream my perspective of doing one of those. You know, you might see me play a few death matches or co-op things or whatever. But we'll see. One for the future to consider, Nitro. Definitely. Okay, so are there any other questions from anyone about anything? I'm going to delete that. But I might save that for some other time. Any questions at all from anyone? Okay, well, I guess that's that then. Fair enough. Right, well, did I watch the roll? No, I didn't get around to watching the Rolling Giants. I know I wanted to get through a lot of my watch later stuff on my YouTube or that. I just didn't get around to that for whatever reason. I don't know why. I didn't get around to it, but it's on my to-do list. I'm still trying to get through fucking stuff, and I want to get to it. I'll get around to it at some point. I still need to watch the rest of the Mandela catalog and a few other things in the horror category. I'm still trying to get around to stuff that keeps updating. I still need to watch fucking Down the Rabbit Hole's nearly 6 hours of EVE Online documentary, which, holy shit, that's going to be a long video. I need to get around to that at some point. Can we get a channel point thing to get you to remove your Christmas hat? You want a channel point thing to remove the Christmas hat. Not put on the Christmas hat, but to remove the... Yeah, why? It's the festive period. I've done this like last year, and I'm pretty sure the year before, where like every stream over this month would be... I'd wear the Santa hat. You hate Christmas. How many power points to delete the channel? 1 billion. You've already got the 1 million option to end the stream, which I'm sure you're probably saving your points up for. But that's all you're going to get. I could put it on there, like 1 billion points. I delete the channel. You might not need to do it. As I told you, one of the 4 options was I'd stop streaming. So, you know, if that's the case, and you get your wish. But don't bank on that. I mean, if you want, I can take my Santa hat off now for a few minutes if you'd like. Ugh. God, my hair's a bit messy, so I'm wearing a hat in... Fuck. I'm wearing a hat, like, uptown today. I had to get a new bag, and then I've got a Santa hat on. You have 75k. Yeah. Ooh, wow. You actually... I think you're about... I actually expected to be slightly more than that. To be honest, I was expecting it to be like 750,000, but you're getting there. Yeah, I mean, now there's the watch streaks as well that they added on the channel points. So I can assure you, if you do actually ever get to 1 million and you do redeem this thing, I will abide by it. I'll probably also remove the fucking thing, but if it becomes too much of a regular thing, but I would abide by it. You know, if anyone ever gets to that 1 million channel points mark, legitimately, I would kill the stream, as it says in the thing. I would literally just say, all right, well, it's been flexed, goodbye everyone, and whatever I'm doing would stop there and then, and that would be the end of the stream. So, you know, because it will take someone so long they'd have earned that. So maybe next year I'll have to deal with that shit at some point randomly around August or September. Maybe Draucon will finally achieve his task and pick the most inopportune moment to do it. And I'm sure Draucon would time it exceedingly well or something. And it'll probably surprise me like, oh, fuck. Really? That, we'll see. Yeah, I figured it would be. All right, well, that's it then. That's it for this sweet state. All done and dusted. So yeah, hopefully we'll. No, I'm not playing it right now. I'm not playing Talos Principle 2 right now. I think I'm gonna go for my option of going out to watch this football game between Newcastle and Man United. I think I'll have a nice chill evening tonight. Quake? Nah. I think I'll go out and watch football for a bit. Have a nice chill night tonight. Maybe tomorrow I'll play the Talos Principle 2. If the Iron Mans aren't out, I will play the Talos Principle 2 tomorrow because it's going to be Area 6 and another visit to the megastructure, so it's going to be a big part. So yeah. Oh, it'll be chill, alright. It certainly will. But you know, it's the weekend. And yeah, I mean, if the Iron Mans were out, I'd be playing them right now. And it'd be the nice follow-up. But they're not, so you know, the only follow-up I could do, but isn't Talos 2, is playing some Dead by Daylight, which I don't think I don't want to. I want to go out and watch this football game, so I'm going to do that. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hopefully this is going to be a good festive period with lots of stuff, and hopefully around this time next month I will be able to report that I'm a Stone Rider, that I've only got 2 games left on my other game list, and that we've all had a good festive period. So hope we have a good one without too many tears. And I think we need to go raid someone. So we have 10 people. There's only one person we can go and raid. Well, there's other people, but we're going to raid Pineapple. For her generosity. For giving me a horror FPS that I might play over Christmas at some point. Christmas horror. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good night, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow for either Iron Man's. Well, do you stream? Lord Misfit? Do you stream? Exactly. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow for Iron Man's or Talos 2.